iStock Audio.
Most of us have a memory of a day in our life when something changed and left an indelible impression on us. Not necessarily a big event, not necessarily during our adult life, just something we'll never forget. One of mine comes from when I was 10. I'd said no to joining a group of friends on a trip. The truth was I was scared and wouldn't admit it. I didn't like what they'd planned and I'd stayed silent. I was embarrassed by my cowardice and realised I was missing out. I went for a walk and gave myself a talking to. I wanted to live life rather than spend life wondering what could have been. Seems like a typical childhood experience, and perhaps it was. But it stayed with me, and it made me decide something that would shape my life as I grew up. If I was ever faced with a situation I didn't like, I wouldn't avoid it or put up with it. I'd try and change it. Thinking about it, the shift this created in me was tremendously empowering. I suppose, looking back, it was also an example of finding new wisdom. Wisdom tends to be something that's associated with age and experience. The wise old owl springs to mind. But what if it doesn't need to be this way? What if you could master a lifetime's wisdom right now? What if there was a way of fast-tracking the most important elements of human growth and leadership development and mastering them now? No waiting. When you say it like that, it seems an incredibly big ask. But actually, it's a shift in mindset that can be made at any stage in life. And we know lots of people who've achieved this. At Coach in a Box, when we opened our doors in 2005, our vision was to bring coaching to the many rather than the few. Since then, we've coached tens of thousands of individuals in more than 100,000 sessions. Those who sign up for coaching usually talk about something they struggle with. Otherwise, why would they need coaching? And we always try and capture the key issues. The result of this is a unique database of the changes that matter and how you make them in a way that sets you up for life. A comprehensive directory of how to build wisdom right now. This is a real practical use. It's not about what changes we should make, but about how we make them. We've sliced these up into 4 areas or domains. Think, new ways of thinking. Inspire, new ways of setting a direction. Relate, new ways of relating to those around you. And be, new ways of being you. And within each of these domains, we've identified that there seems to be a series of profound shifts that individuals go through as they mature and develop. We believe there are 12 of these, 3 within each domain. There's no need to go through all 12 shifts. In fact, we don't know anyone who's ever completed all 12. No, you examine what you want to achieve and choose the shift that's right for you. Okay, let's look at one of the domains in a bit more depth. The B domain and the 3 B shifts are all about presence, authority, balance, authenticity and resourcefulness. All the qualities that make us magnificent if we'd only allow them to shine. It's all about not being afraid to be ourselves and having the confidence to feel that we're worthy. And if you look across our 100,000 conversations, the first of the B shifts, the personal resourcefulness shift, comes up time and time again. This shift helps us find resourcefulness when we need it most. It comes into play when your heart's racing or you can't find the right words, or when you meet a person or situation that you know will bring out the worst in you. What if you could choose your response? Rather than playing small, overreacting, or simply biting your tongue, you have the wisdom to be at your best when you most need it. This is the personal resourcefulness shift. Whatever shift you choose to make gives you immediate access to the kind of wisdom it would normally take years of life experience to gain. Traditionally, we've assumed it's usually a major life event like parenthood, a crisis, or a big promotion that jolts us into making a change in mindset. The remarkable thing about our data is that it shows people actively making the shifts in real time. And it shows that doing this is not dependent on crisis events, but simply a fact of mastering a basic practice. Mastering the shifts, anyone can learn to have the courage to change what needs to change, to develop a sense of purpose that inspires others, the resilience and patience to deal with challenges, and the empathy to win over the most awkward of individuals. So which shift is right for you? This depends entirely on what's happening in your life and what you're good and less good at. We've all met senior leaders who are really brilliant within the think domain, but have a very basic level of self-awareness in the B domain, and other leaders who are exactly the opposite. People are immensely different and develop at totally different rates. And it seems that for most of us, there's a shift that's right for us at any one time. It's usually a combination of both the challenges we're facing right now and something we're ready to change in ourselves. Our lives are constantly presenting us with opportunities to generate new wisdom, but we need to know how to take it. The beauty of the 12 shifts is that whatever age you are, whatever level of maturity or leadership, there's an opportunity to unlock wisdom that might otherwise never have emerged. And we can do it when we need it. All you need to do is make the shift that's right for you.
iStock Audio.